It was an extraordinary moment in the UN General Assembly chamber. A young Swedish activist displaying a level of impatience seldom seen in these halls.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering, people are dying, entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you?
She told her audience of world leaders, including presidents and prime ministers, that the science had been crystal clear for more than 3 decades, and the requisite political solutions were nowhere near where they needed to be.
There will not be any solutions or plans presented in line with these figures here today, because these numbers are too uncomfortable, and you are still not mature enough to tell it like it is. You are failing us, but the young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you.
The United States delegation, led by climate denialist President Donald Trump, who was not scheduled to attend but put in a surprise but brief appearance, while the UN chief again reminded his audience that the last 5 years were the hottest on record.
Someone asked me the other day, doesn't all of this make you despair? My answer was a clear and resounding no. I am hopeful. And I am hopeful because of you. This is not a climate talk summit. We have had enough talk. This is not a climate negotiating summit, because we don't negotiate with nature. This is a climate action summit. From the beginning, I said the ticket to entry is not a beautiful speech, but concrete action.
Among the early speakers, Germany's Chancellor Angela Merkel announced her government plans to phase out coal reliance by 2038, amidst calls from the UN for carbon-neutral economies by 2050. The scientific community has called for greenhouse gas emissions to be reduced by 45% by 2030 in order to limit the temperature rise by 1.5 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. But as Greta Thunberg indicated in her remarks, the level of ambition to date has been unacceptable to her generation and by extension the rest of humanity. And the very reason the summit is underway here in the first place. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.